I am grateful to be alive another day. This is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. I totally forgot to bring something, so let me get up. I'll be right back. I thought I was ready. I thought I had everything, and I didn't, so give me a second. So I just want to share some things, and I know on Sunday people are doing other things, resting, sleeping, preparing, even for their work day for next week. They don't work from home. So I just want to give an update on my books. For one, I finally was able to get my books back online. I lowered the price. I was led to lower the price and not have the books so high so people can afford the books. The holidays are coming up and people are buying gifts. Hello, how are you? So I'm sharing my books that are able to be purchased now. One is the nature of the mind of the spirit. The mind of the spirit is the first book that I published online, but my original first book would have been my autobiography, and my autobiography is over here on the left. You'll see me right there, a time card now. So if you see that, that's my autobiography right there. And then this is the nature of the mind of the spirit, which is hello. So I was able to get both of these books back online. The mind of the spirit was such a good read for people. So that book is out now, and the other book I'm gonna show you all. I gotta find it. Give me a second. Let me go back. Is how you doing, Tiffany? Let's see. Hold on. I gotta go back. Let me see. Let me Google. Let me go into Google. I'm trying to get into Google. If you Google Twila Andrews books, they should come up. I don't know why this won't let me out. It won't let me out to go back for some reason. Let me do something else. Let me try something else. Let me go back out. The Twila Andrews books. Let's see. Having a little bit of a hard time on my computer. Such a small space in here, and this. Okay, did it come up? No, because I didn't put the right thing. Let's see what comes up now. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, so that's not. I don't know why this computer be acting so messed up. Hold on for a second, y'all. So, depending on how my computer feels, sometimes it brings up all three books and sometimes it does not. So, let's see. Oh, and this folds back, which is nice to know. Folds back like a tablet. But that don't help because this is crazy. So this book right here, I'm gonna hit everything that I shouldn't have hit. So this book right here is this book right here, but it's in a different format. The cover is different now. It's not this cover anymore. I changed the cover to this cover. Let me see. Hopefully I won't hit nothing again. Every time I try to turn this computer around, oh my goodness, it hits the wrong thing. Oh, let me try it one more time, y'all. So it that book now looks like this. I was at the beach in California where I'm from. So that's that book. And then this other book, The Mind of the Spirit, has a different cover too. The Mind of the Spirit, it has a different cover, which for some reason when I try to click on this, clear this off. Thank you for liking. Let's see. Hold on. Hold on. See, trying to make that come up. Okay, and here's the other one right here. Finally got it to come up. Hello. So this is the other one that I got. Oh, let me see. Hold on. This computer's doing a lot of stuff this morning. And this is my other book. And they're hard to find. It seems like they're making them hard to find because so many people publishing books. This is the other book, The Nature. Oh, look how it's jumping around. I'm going to do it another way. It's acting up this morning. Let's see how everyone is doing this one. It jumped on me. It surely jumped. Oh, it just did its own thing. I'm scared to touch the thing. It keep jumping on me. It's because I'm not sitting at a computer desk. It's hard to do this sitting in a semi truck. Let me try it one more time so I can go on with my day and you all can. So that is that book, The Nature of the Mind of Christ. So let me tell you about this book, The Nature of the Mind. Hello everyone. The Nature of the Mind of Christ. When I first published this book, The Nature of the Mind of Christ, I published it in 2010. And it was doing very well. I mean, very well as far as people getting healed, delivered, set free, things like that. However, the company, I repeat this a lot when I talk about my books. The company that I published with, they charged me $4,000. And that was in 2010 that I published it. I was living in Maryland. And then in 2017, that same company was, the father and the son was convicted. A so-called, they went under the guise of being a Christian publishing company, which they went out of business. They went to jail. They ceased operations in January 2017 and owed their customers about $900,000 at the time. They went out of business. So one thing I always tell people, and you're growing in the word and learning and praying and seeking the face of God, Jesus nor the disciples, Yeshua was not a Christian. He didn't come to establish a religion. He came to establish a kingdom. So people saying they Baptist and Methodist and Presbyterian, non-denomination, holiness, that's man-made. Yeshua and the disciples, they weren't under the religion. He came to establish his kingdom. He said, I go to prepare a place, and where I am, you will be also. He never said, I go to prepare a church. He is the body, and we are the body of Christ. We are his body. So that book changed. I changed the title of this book, The Mind of the Spirit, to The Nature of the Mind of Christ, because a Caucasian man who had several degrees, he decided to take that title once he found out the company was closing, and he wrote a book with a different context. You know, long as the wording is not the same, anybody can use the same title, which I thought was just crazy to me. So I had to change the title of this book. I thought that was just evil, but you know, I contacted him and said, you know, I've been having this title for 7 years, since 2010, and it's 2017. You know, why did you choose this title? And he said something like, any fool that come on here is getting blocked. If you a fool, I'm gonna report you for harassment. Anything stupid, I'm not playing with these people. The Bible says that a fool, how do you know a person is a fool? The Bible says that a fool is known by the multitude of his words or her words. You know a person is a fool not only by their words, but by their actions. So if somebody say anything sexual, verbally abusive, emotionally abusive, body bashing, I'm going to report you. I don't have time. I'm not on here for games. If you want to play games, get your own YouTube channel. So I want to thank you all for listening in. So he ended up, if you go and put in the Mind of the Spirit, my book used to come up, my face used to come up under that title. Now it's knocked off because this Caucasian man published this book with the same title. And when I inboxed him on Facebook, found him to talk to him, I said, you know, I had this title for 7 years. And he said, well, hopefully it's not the same content. And he laughed. He laughed in my face. He thought it was very funny. So now I'm on here to let you all know I have people say, how do you write a book? It's a gift. I can't explain it. How do you cook? I can't explain those things. I can write a book with some of my recipes in it and you can follow the recipes, but I can't explain the gift. The gift is just a gift. Like you all have gifts. I have gifts. And you perfect your gifts as you go on. But they say, how do you do it? It's just something the Holy Spirit just one day said, all of these notes that you've been writing, that you compiled up for these years, I want you to come out of the four walls of the church and I want you to start writing books. So I start writing books, and that's what I've been doing. So this other book that I'm going to be writing, the Holy Spirit just gave me the title of the book and he gave me the table of contents. I was doing that this morning. So I'm doing men and women. I'm doing a two-sided book, just like I'm doing a two-sided book on my cookbook. And the name of the book is dealing with basically men that manipulate and women that manipulate. I'm doing both. I'm going to do a flip side. I'm doing great. I'm doing awesome. How are you? So I'm going to do I do both sides. I don't, what's that word? I don't have a favorite of who I teach about. I teach about it all. Some people say my ministry is only the women, or my ministry is only the men. No, my ministry is to whoever the Holy Spirit leads to come to my books on my channel and see what I'm talking about and see if it's of help to them. So I'm going to do the book on women that manipulate and men that manipulate, dealing with why you single, why you divorced, why you can't seem to, you know, keep a relationship if you don't have one. And so some of the subtitles in the table of content is, and if you ever see me on and I'm always looking around, it's because I'm at a truck stop and I drive a truck, and you just have to be aware of your surroundings. So I'm always looking, because sometimes trucks back in and I had somebody hit my truck while I was in the back. I've had people who almost hit my truck several times. So you have to be aware. You know, you have to be aware. Like this guy, let me show y'all something. He leaving out. And so I just be aware of what's going on around me, because there's always something moving around, you know, always something. So that's why you see me looking around. But anyway, so some of the titles in this book that I have is Trust you over a moment of passion. Don't trust the passion. Trust you. Trust your discernment. Trust you. Trust your discernment. And I'll go into that. But it's trust you over a moment of passion. That moment of passion could be that moment, or it can be a process of moments. 2 is stand and don't settle. That's the chapters. 3 is he's looking for your benefits. And then everything that I'm doing on I'm going to flip the book and do it on a sheet. I'm going to do it for the men. I'm going to write it for the men. So anybody come on here? Report. So the 4th chapter is he's looking to love and help. This is dealing with men that are really looking for a wife to love and to help and to support. So I'm going to go into that. So then the next one is navigate your boundaries. It's important to navigate your boundaries. It is very important to navigate your boundaries. You have people saying your standards are too high. There's people that you've met and you've let your morals, your values, your boundaries, and your standards down, and you ended up single. Why? Because you like them over your boundaries. Don't like somebody so much that you let your morals, values, and standards down in your boundaries, because then you're going to end up being taken advantage of. Even though you're not dumb, even though you're not slow, you can dummy yourself down and let people treat you like you slow. So, you over talking me. I don't know why you're talking so much. Stop talking so much. I'm talking. If you don't want to be here and listen to me, this is not the channel for you. It is not the channel for you. This is not the channel for you. It's not. Yeah, this is not. Maybe you must not be. You must be a kid. You got to be a kid. You got to be a kid. Only kids do stuff like this. You got to be a kid. This is a child. I know a child's dialect when I see it. You got to be a kid. This is a child. This is not an adult. I know an adult conversation when I hear one. This is not. And you keep talking. You distracting the whole thing, so I'm gonna just hide. I can't do it. It's just too much. So, yes, I am. So, the next chapter is leave him alone via abuse. If he's abusive, leave him alone. And I'm gonna do it on the other side of the book, a flip side. Leave her alone because she's abusive. So, here's another one, over talking. We can't do the over talking. I'm talking. I'm not on here. I'm going to remove that. So, the next one is if leave him alone if he's abusive. Verbal abuse, mental abuse, emotional abuse, financial abuse, sexual abuse, somebody not returning your calls, communicating with you, things like that. Shalom. People coming on here not speaking and will not get a response from me. You just don't start talking to me, and no, I'm not going to answer. People asking where you at, I'm not answering that. You haven't even came in to see what I was talking about. You just come in and take over. It's like coming into a classroom and just start talking while the person is up there on the platform. I'm not answering that. So the next chapter is navigate your boundaries. So you have to navigate your boundaries and then leave him alone via abuse. If you see any abuse, leave her alone if she's abusive. It's important that you do that, because if you don't, you're going to waste time. Soon as you see somebody abuse you, verbally, physically, mentally, emotionally, financially, they ghost you, they disrespect you, they dishonor you, they don't want to know what your boundaries are, they don't want to know what you like and what you don't like. Stop wasting your time with these people, because they're going to keep doing the same thing over and over again. And you can't just let them do that because you like them. What do you like? You got to realize, why do I like this person? When they're disrespecting me, when they don't have no morals, no values, no standards, they just doing whatever they want to do, and they want to get to know me, but they're not really showing that they want to get to know me. So it's too much. You can't let people take advantage of you. You know, people will be intrusive in your life. You never knew they existed. They'll show up to manipulate you. And I've allowed things so I can be able to write this book. It was important for me to allow things so I would be able to feel what other people go through in order to write from a part of passion of how people feel left out, belittled, abandoned, ghosted, mistreated, lied to. When I knew the person was all of that, I just let it happen to see how far would this person go. And in the midst of doing it, I had fun. I was eating good. I was traveling. I was enjoying life. Even though I played the part, I enjoyed life. And so it's interesting. So another one is stop dating and only vet, V-E-T. A lot of people are serial daters. They say date several people at a time. Vet, V-E-T, several people at a time. You don't have to date. Take care of yourself, save your money, invest, buy you a house if you want one, buy you something that you like, take care of yourself, take care of your loved ones, take care of you. I like to make people think I don't have anything to see how they would treat me. I like that. I like to see that. How are you going to treat me if you think I don't have anything? So, because I've had a lot, I've had 6 figures. I'll have 6 figures again. But while you think I'm down, let me see how you're going to treat me. So instead of dating, vet people. You vet them by watching what they say and seeing if what they say line up with their actions. So I have let people say what they want to say out their mouth that they're going to do, and I've watched them not do it. I've watched people say, I'm coming to see you, and they don't come. They pretend like they're getting dressed to come to see you, but they're not coming to see you. Just playing a game. Yes, I do. I drive trucks. So the next, I'm talking about my books right now. A lot of y'all just coming on. Maybe it's your first time, but that's what I'm on right now. So when I'm on a certain subject, I don't really try to answer a lot of questions, but you didn't speak to me. You just start talking, Latoya. You didn't even speak. Y'all just start talking to people and don't speak. I don't understand that. You come into a room, you should speak to everybody. It's other people on here. It's a proper thing to do, to speak to people. It's just just speak to somebody. Anyway, the next one is a cheater's appetite. I want to deal with a cheater's appetite. A person that is a cheater has an appetite. Just like you might try to lose weight for a wedding, or you might try to lose weight to go on vacation, but your appetites don't change once you go on that vacation. Your appetite don't change once you in that person's wedding, or you in that wedding. A cheater's appetites. I want to deal with a cheater's appetites. A cheater has appetites, and I'm dealing with that on the male and female perspective. Everything in my book, on this relationship book, is on a male and female. Like, you got a man that is a cheater. He see a beautiful woman. He'll see if he can get in the door, see if he can get her number, see if he can talk to her. He might start asking her for advice. If he's a doctor, if he's a lawyer, if he's an attorney, if he's a police officer, if he's a sergeant, he don't need your advice. But he will pretend like he needs your advice to make you feel comfortable with him, to let your guard down so he can get into your life and take advantage of you. I know the tricks of the trade, but I may accept it to see how far you will go, so I'll see how much of a cheater you are. He will go as far as discerning, oh, this woman would not let her guard down if I tell her I'm in a relationship. So let me tell her I'm no longer in a relationship. Me and this woman broke up. Let me give her a story time and make sure she let her guard down so I can get what I want out of her. They'll go as far as that. They'll wait you out. They'll wait you out 3 months, 6 months, because they still doing what they want to do. They're not taking you out. They're not spending no money on you. They're not spending no time with you. So they'll wait you out 6 months, 7, 9, 10 months. Look, I just want y'all to see this. You see this, what I'm talking about right here. She want to get out. But what she should do is go knock on his door and make him move. I wouldn't have did that. I would knock on his door and make him move. She shouldn't be doing that. She should not be trying to get out. What do y'all say? She should knock on his door and make him move. But she's a beginner. I wouldn't do that. I would not be trying to get out of there. I would knock on his door and make him move. He shouldn't be there. Hello? He shouldn't be right there at all. But she gonna try to get... I'm gonna help her. Hey. She not even looking. She gonna tear up that Swift truck. Go knock on his door and make him move. Yeah, go knock on his door. She didn't want to get out. She done dropped stuff when she dropped. Yeah, she about to tear up her truck. maybe you should not talk because you don't know what you're talking about. But she gonna get out. You gotta get out and make that man move. Because she was not. Maybe you should mind your own business, Frank. You talk too much. I'm not gonna be playing with these people on this live. You gonna come in here trying to tell people stuff? You're just silly. So the next one is, yeah, I told her to knock on his door. You gotta make, that's what, she mad. But anyway, the next one is pull back the naive trick. If you play naive and dummy yourself down, that person that's manipulative gonna really come in and take advantage of you. So I just sit back and play naive. It's Frank getting ready to get blocked. That's why I'm letting him go on and get his debut. I'm letting him have it. Let him have his debut. You, baby, you ain't seen mad. You don't know what mad is. You in the flesh. You talking to a minister. You in the flesh. So you gonna get dismissed. You get your debut because you don't know what mad is. I don't have time for that. I don't have time for that. And he moved. He literally did move. He can actually go find somewhere to park. I don't know why. It's 2 parking spaces up there. I don't know why he gave her that. She shouldn't have had to get out her truck. A lot of people done left already. But anyway, the next one is he's looking for your benefits. If I tell a man I got this amount of money in the bank, if I tell a man I got this much in my 401k, oh, I'm a good catch now because, oh, I have money. But if I say I have no money, I have nothing, they gonna move on and all they looking for is one thing. You're not a good catch until you got some money. That's how it is. You can be beautiful, but on certain ages, you're not a good catch till you have a certain amount of money. That's how some people are. You know, I had $250,000. I've had a lot of money. I've had $180,000. So you a good catch. Not only is she beautiful, she got money. So she's a good catch. So I'm gonna settle down. I'm gonna settle down with her. I'm gonna report you, and you're gonna get taken off for bullying and harassment. Yeah, bullying and harassment will get reported. So, yep, you get reported, y'all childish. I ain't never seen so many childish people in my life online, and the consequences of what they gonna go through. You don't even know what's gonna happen to you by being so evil. So the next one is stop dating and only vet. So you gotta vet, then the next one is recognize the go signs versus it's a no sign. So even when I saw that this person was a no, you know, sending me a sexual picture, that's a no. Somebody send you a sexual picture, but if you retract back and play the game, they'll play the game. Hello, say hi, said hi. Okay, you want to come back that way. You retracted it, but I heard what you said the first time. You retracted it, but I heard what he said the first time. That's just so disrespectful, just childish. Didn't speak, didn't say hello, nothing. So, a person that is looking to have just sex with you, sending a sexual picture is letting you know that's what they want. Assalamu alaikum. So, if I retract and play the game to see what's in you, the game may go on for 6 months to a year and a half, but that information is gaining for me to help other people that you've been tricking. I might not say nothing, I might not call your name out, but you know what you did to what you had introduced in the beginning, and then it ended the same way you started it off. The way you started off sexual, it ended sexual, and the proof was in the pudding. But I'm still standing, you know, still standing. So you have to pull back the naive trick. Stop being naive. Stop making it like you don't know what they're doing to you, and stop them from doing it to you. If it's not right, stop them from taking advantage of you. So the next chapter in this book on relationships is, can you love a deceptive man? Then I'm going to do, can you love a deceptive woman? I want to deal with that. You got to look at, there is going to come up a point possibly in this situation, if you get involved, if this person is not saved, sanctified, filled with the Holy Spirit, well, they're going to deceive you. They're going to lie to you. They're going to trick you. They're going to cheat on you. You got to know, can you deal with that before you even get involved? Because they're going to do it. With me, I already know what I'm dealing with, but I'll act like I don't know what I'm dealing with just to get information so I can write a stronger script, because books have to be birthed. Let me say it again. Books have to be birthed. If you don't get into the book that you're writing, gather your information, interview enough people, play your part, you are going to miss out. You are going to miss out. You're going to miss out on the best title for the book, the best title for the table of contents. Your title got to be catchy or people won't pick it up. It got to be something that interests people, like, oh man, I've been manipulated. How many people can admit that they've never been manipulated in a relationship? Never. You've never been manipulated in a relationship. You've never been lied to in a relationship. You've never been cheated on in a relationship. You've never been deceived. You've never been conned. You've never been taken advantage of. How many people can say they never? You have. So I want to deal with that in this book, you know, because people need to know that. People, how are you willing to deal with a cheater? Can you love a deceptive man? Can you love a deceptive woman? Because you're going to discover something. But me, if I knew that I really wanted to be with someone, I'm going to ask you for your phone. I'm going to ask you for your intentions. I'm not going to just linger on and let you just meanderly run through communicating with me without setting my boundaries. If I'm laid back, that's because you are somebody that I am going to use in a spiritual sense to help me write this book. I'll go to the end. I'll go to the ends of the world to get a good story. If somebody in New York, I'll go to New York and sit for a while to get a story. I've been doing it for all my life. So this book I'm really excited about. I'm really excited about. Transparency, or rather transparent communication. You can be honest, but being transparent is two different things. So I want to deal with that. I'm going to deal with transparency. If a person can't be transparent, they're not sincere. If a person cannot be transparent with you, they are not sincere. Now, I'm going to say this. The same way that an undercover detective or somebody that works in a field that they can't release their identity can fall in love with somebody that they are tracking or watching, it happens to the best of us. I'll say that again. The same way a detective, a lawyer, somebody that's intelligent can fall in love. You got psychiatrists falling in love with their patients. It can happen to anybody. It can happen to me. It can happen to anybody. Don't negate that I wasn't aware of what you was trying to do to me. Don't negate that. But I'm going to play that part out. The same way they do. You can easily like somebody and fall for them and be like, dang, I'm supposed to be an actress. You got actresses that fall in love with each other, end up married. We're human. If you are likable, it's easy to like you. But if you a liar, it's easy to recognize when you have wisdom. You know, I maxed out on my psychology classes, but I'm not going to act like I did. And I want to share some with y'all. Just because you don't have a degree and somebody else does, don't mean they smarter than you. Just because somebody say, I got a bachelor's degree, I got 2 bachelor's degree, I got a master's degree, and a bachelor's degree, oh, now I'm going for my PhD. It don't mean that they got more common sense than you. I maxed out my psychology classes, so I know how to go along to see what's in you. I know how to sit back and watch you and see what you're about. And it's an interesting thing. But in the midst of doing that, you can get in a lot of trouble. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. What do you mean take your name? I don't know what he mean by take your name. I'm almost to the finish of my chapters. What do you mean by take your name? Can you die? Can you? What's that word? I need I don't understand what that means. Hi, can you please take my name? I have been. What does take? I don't think you're typing that correctly. Matilda. Hi, Matilda. Canoe. What? I don't understand. Can somebody interpretate what the part? Is this an adult or a child? Because I'm not understanding what you mean by that. Hi, can you please take TAKE my name? I have been following you for so long. Okay, I don't know what that means. I don't know. I can't understand. I don't understand what that means. Somebody help. I don't know what that means. I don't get it. Commute. I don't know what that means. I can't do something or make a choice if I want to do it if I don't understand. Do anybody understand what this person is saying to me? Can y'all interpret? You must be a child, because adults don't do that. A grown, this is a grown show. Are you an adult? How old are you? Because I'm not. Smith David. Stop. Oh, David, where you at? Listen, David, I'm going to get a load down there. We going to lunch. I promise you. I'm treating you to lunch. I promise you I'm going to ask my boss for a load. You need to just give me a day so I'm going to get a load down there. No. Okay, could y'all explain to this person that's been following me? I don't want to block him right now, David. Let's give him a chance. He's been following me for a long time. He want me to say his name. Could you explain to him that I'm not saying your name? It don't make sense. Why do I need to say your name? David, give him a chance to answer. Why do we need to say your name when we haven't doing a live? Explain that to us. I don't understand. David, how you doing? Oh my goodness. I don't know. I don't understand that. I understand following. Oh, David, I love you so much. You're my friend. I swear you're a good friend. You're a good friend. We gotta go on a cruise together. We gotta hang out for real. For real. Seriously. So the next I think I'm on the last chapter. So I did transparent communication. If a person's not transparent in their communication, they don't mean you no good. If they say they honest, they say they're a good man, if they say they're a good woman, but they have no action behind it, that don't mean nothing. Are they transparent? Are they upfront? Are they saying, really, when I met you, I liked you, but I just wanted to have sex with you? Really, when I met you, I liked you, but I just really wanted you to go down on me? Really, when I met you, I liked you, but I never planned to be in a relationship with you because I have a situation over here. Transparency is being honest up front, not taking you on a roller coaster ride, not being a playful and deceptive and having a masquerade, having a chameleon-like nature. So if a person's not transparent, but they saying they being honest, they telling you what you want to hear and not what you need to know. Transparency tells you what you need to know, not what you want to hear. So this person that had 28 months to be transparent chose not to. But if you love that person, you will forgive them and say, okay, here I am now. I'm letting you know, you saw me online, you follow me. Come on, let's be transparent now. David. How you doing, David? I'm on my last chapter of this book I'm going to be writing. How you doing, David? How you doing, David? God designed. Now this last chapter is going to be real heavy. It's going to be real heavy. This last chapter, after I deal with all the shenanigans that people go through, that's good. I'm doing good. I had a lot that went on yesterday, David. A lot. In the last 2 days, I haven't been able to cook. Meandering around with this job. Let me tell you, oh, you would have to call me. I can't even tell y'all everything that happened. David, you would have to call me. David, you would have to, when I get offline, you would have to inbox me on another one of my lives. And when I see it come up, I'll shoot you my number and then I'll delete it. I got to tell you what happened. You won't believe what happened. I'm going to tell them part of it, but not all of it. I drove all day yesterday. I arrived at the warehouse. I was doing a live, literally doing a live, and I was saying, one thing I love about my job, this is one thing I love, that the trailers are always clean. The tires are always good. The trailers, I never get a rejected trailer. I was talking, David. Yeah, listen, y'all, I was saying, my job got good trailers. Why? While I was talking, the minute that was getting ready to put the paper rolls on the truck, I opened the door. Everybody heard it. He said, I have to reject this trailer. He said, I have to reject this trailer. I have to reject the trailer. I'm looking like, first of all, the place is muddy. I was muddy, y'all. My hands was muddy. My Christmas sweater was muddy. I don't celebrate the holidays. Y'all call it Christmas. I don't celebrate the holidays. I got a whole lot to write about. Anyway, it's a whole nother talk on another day. Yeah, I haven't read anything he said. Because I know you got me. When you get on, I don't even look at the comments. It be too much. You have to tell me when we talk, because it distracts what I'm talking about. I don't have the energy for these people. But I can go in if I need to. But I don't try to do that, because then you lose people. Because they be like, oh, wow. Did she say that? So that's why the narrators are important, because you don't need to read all that foolery. All that shenanigans. So they rejected the trailer. I called my job. My job sent me across the street in another muddier area to get another trailer. I did not want to go over there. I wear Uggs in the winter. I wear Uggs. Y'all know Uggs are not cheap. So I put on paper bags. I put the paper bags over my Uggs. I had some black leather Uggs that look like work boots. So I work boots. So I get there and the trailer is like this, y'all. Literally. It's that close to the other trailer. So I couldn't find the trailer at first because it was so close, and our numbers are on the side and you literally can't see the numbers. So I go driving around looking for the trailer, and it's muddy and mud is flying all on the back of this truck, and I'm like, oh my goodness, this is horrible. So I go back up to the office. The office is in the mud. The only way you're gonna get out the mud is go up on a scale. So I went on the scale. I was like, I can't find the trailer. So the man finds the trailer, the yard dog. He sees that the trailer literally is this close. The trailers are the trailers are the length apart as the width of a phone. Honest to God, I'm not getting in there. I'm gonna get in there. So I don't know what his name was, but you have to tell me about that later. But so I have to go find another yard dog to move the trailer. So he pulls it out for me, and I'm getting muddy. I'm thinking the bags is protecting me. I'm thinking the bag is protecting my Nike sweatpants and stuff. So I look up and it's mud everywhere. Mud all on my clothes, mud all on my sweater, mud all on I'm looking muddy. Now guess what happens? Y'all won't believe this. This is embarrassing, but I'm gonna tell you. I have a backup for keeping myself clean. And the backup is I had to buy a microwave, because down here, the APU unit, it doesn't get hot enough. Because I have a Thermo King, but I have an APU unit. But the Thermo King blows cold air. AP burns hot in the, it's not balancing it off. So I had to warm up some water in my microwave 5 times. I'm not one to be reckoned with. Because Love's showers was down until 12 midnight. Until 12 midnight, and it was 9 o'clock. You're not about to lose 9, 10, 11, 12, 3 hours of sleep. Listen. You see how clean I be? I can dress like this when I'm driving for 6 to 8 hours. But when I get to a yard, I have to change my clothes because I know they're going to be muddy. You have to do your research when it comes to these jobs. What are they picking up? What are their yards like? Because if you like to dress like me, muddy jobs is going to really take you for a loop. You're going to be like, oh my God, another muddy yard, and these yards be muddy. And the other part I can't even tell online. It was horrible. It took forever to get out that place. Oh my gosh, y'all. It took forever. You won't believe what happened. Now, I'm going to share something with you. My tandem was rolled all the way up. For those of you who know about trucks, my tandem was rolled all the way up. I had to go up a hill like this, David, up a hill. And it was muddy. So this part was muddy. This part was gravel and a little bit of concrete. So in order to get up, when you going up, the tandems is there. Next thing you know, the tandem is right here. Dragging. And I'll say no more. But I'll tell you, it is something else. This job is something else, David. It's something else. Pray for me. I need a miracle. Because I tell you, I've been trying to cook a homemade chicken pot pie for the last 2 days, David. And I got all the materials for it and can't cook it because I was exhausted last night. Hello. I was exhausted last night. So on this last chapter, I'm doing God's design, not your self-destructive desires. A lot of people are in self-destructive desire mode when they want to date. You shouldn't be dating. You should be vetting. When you say I want to date, if you say you shouldn't be dating, you should be vetting. You should be vetting. See that say hi stuff? I said hi. What is wrong with you? I said hi to you. I just said it the first time. So anyway, my goodness, you must be a child. You got to be a child. Only children do that. God designed, not your self-destructive desires. Self-destructive desires will get you, see me, see me, see me, like me, like me, like me, look at me, look at me, look at me. Whatever you want me to do, I'll do to make you happy. So I just played that part. It was fun playing it because sometimes I can be vain. I know that God has blessed me with a beautiful face. He's blessed me with a beautiful, body. I've had naturally 5 kids. You would never know that. I don't normally share that with people. They're adults now. One went to heaven. One lived 28 days and he went to heaven. But God has been good to me, y'all. Listen. God has been good. Listen. I had to turn off that fan, but let me tell you something. God has been good to me. So I don't have to worry about what people say about me on here because I know what I look like. I don't have to worry. And sometimes I look a certain way just to see, how people will react. So everything is a part. Everything is a part. Everything is a part. And it's fun playing them. It's fun playing them. I never could be an actress because I couldn't get my head right and I couldn't get the parts right. But I know how to act out books. I know how to get the plots and the plans and the characters that I need in order to write a good book. But again, David and anybody else that's on here, this last chapter, God's design, not your self-destructive desires, is going to be nothing but the word. It's going to be real heavy. So I got my book for relationships. My last character was good. I got some sub characters I'm getting ready to interview. They don't know they're getting ready to get interviewed, but I'm getting ready to get into their life and see, why are you single? Why are you single at 50 plus years? 50 and up, 50s and your 60s and your 70s. Why are you single? Why are you single? What's wrong? What happened? So I'm gonna deal with that. I want to deal with that man's taking the trash out and I had trash. So I just wanted to share all those things with you. You can find my books online, The Mind of the Spirit, The Nature of the Mind of Christ, A Time Called Now. Then this new book, I'm getting ready to get on this book and start working on it ASAP. Every time I stop, if I'm not tired, I'm going to work on my book. So the cooking may subside for a while, but I am going to still make this chicken pot pie. The reason why I'm doing the chicken pot pie first, because I told you all that I was going to do a oxtail pot pie, because oxtails cost way more than chicken, and I'd rather mess up chicken in a semi truck than some oxtails. And I asked somebody, my coworker was on here when I asked somebody, where do oxtails come from? David, you still here? David, is you still here? Because I tell you, I think if you haven't spoke to me, 1, you haven't spoke. 2, my moderator's going to block you because you're not making no sense. What's your point? I don't see that you spoke to me. You just started talking to me. That's disrespectful. You didn't speak to none of us. You came into a room and didn't speak to nobody. Maybe they're a kid, David. So I am real grateful for the character that helped me birth this book. I mean, I love that person to death. I played the part. They played the part. They did a good job. They did an excellent job all the way to the end. It was an excellent job. It was an excellent job. They did a good job. They played their part and they played it well. They played it well. Because the interesting thing is, one thing they had told me, I never lost a case. And I act like I didn't hear the person say that, but I've never lost a case neither. I've never lost a case. I don't get anything but just another follower. But you didn't speak, OS. I won't get anything. I just get another follower. That's you don't get anything. You just get another follower. How old are you, OS? How old are you? Yeah, so I am grateful to be alive another day. I'm thankful for this new beginning on this book. Okay, you're 49. Okay, you're 49. Where you from? So I'm grateful again, like I said, that I have the titles of this book and that I can start writing it. Oh my gosh, you're from New York. Good people. New York is my favorite place besides Alabama. Alabama is my first favorite place. Day and night. Day and night. Because I'm from Cali. But New York is my place. I was going upstate New York on my first semi-truck job. Yep. What part of New York? What part of New York you from? I don't see your like. I don't see your follow. It's still at 9. It's still at 9. But yeah, what part of New York you from? I got a long ride. Let me see. I have to drive 6 hours today. I don't feel like doing this, but I'm going to do it. I need to go wash a load of clothes, too. What part of New York you from? Thank you. I see it now. Oh, guess what? Oh, my good. David, do you remember in 2020, it was a lady that came to New York, which was me, in Brooklyn, and my daughter was living out of a Mercedes-Benz, a gray Mercedes. Do you remember that story? That was me. Do you remember that story? The girl was living out the car from Los Angeles, and I came up there to get her, and I had to pray for 11 days to get her out of there. She busted up all of her windows in her car. You don't remember that? You don't. I'm going to show you. Then I'm going to get off. I'm only going to show a bit. I wish I could tell you what video I talked about this on. It ain't nothing you can do about it, but, you know how those, yeah, they had her out there. Somebody got her good. Let me see if I can find it. I'm going to find it and show it to you. So it was this car. I had bought her a Mercedes because I had bought me a Mercedes and I bought her a truck. I bought me a Mercedes. I bought her a Mercedes and I bought me that silver truck back there. That was her car. I bought her, paid cash for it, and that was my car. So, this was the Mercedes. Let me see. That was the Mercedes I bought her. And it was parked in New York, in Brooklyn. So I'm going to show you what happened real quick. I'm going to see if I can find one video, and I'm going to leave this alone. Let's see if I can find that video. I got to go after this. I have to get myself down the road. Let me see. I'm always looking for this video. Let me put in videos. V-I-D-E-O. Yes. Okay, so look. That was her right there. That was her right there. Look. That's her right there. See? You don't remember that? Did you hear about that? That's her right there. You don't... That's her right there. That's her there. She was walking around in the daze. Somebody had her messed up. That's her truck. See? You remember that? Did you hear about that? Yeah, so I was out there for 11 days praying, applying the blood of Jesus, fasting to get her out of there. Now she's roaming the streets of, let me see. I prayed her out of New York. It cost me $9,000. Cost me $9,000. Plus I spent $10,000 cash on her car. Paid cash for that car. Didn't know she was on drugs. Don't know nothing about the streets. Let me tell you something. You know when a woman is a street woman. You know. You just know. But I don't know nothing about the streets. I am oblivious to the streets. I don't know nothing. Don't plan to. But anyway, that was very taxing on my spirit. That situation. And nothing you can do about it. Nobody. If you got a mama, daddy, sister, brother, aunt, uncle, co-worker, neighbor, friend, relative, husband, wife, y'all know how it is when somebody, July 28th, 2021. July 28th, 2021. That's when I was in New York. Out there. That was on West 128th Street. West 128th Street. Oh, see, where's that at? Where's West 128th Street at? You know where that's at, right? I don't know where the projects are, the boroughs are. Yep, 128th is where I was. I was over there for 11 days. It cost me $9,000 to get her out of there alive because they was trying to kill her. But I got her out of there, but I don't have that kind of money now. So I'm just thankful, I'm thankful. I am very, 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 very thankful. Very, very thankful. So, anyway, y'all, I just wanted to come on for a minute to let y'all know I'm going to attempt one more day to try to make this chicken pot pie after I finish driving 6 hours. It is, what time is it? It is 9 o'clock, 9:30, 10:30, 11:30, 12:30, 1:30, 2:30, 3:30, 3:30. So if I don't come on between 5, no, I won't say 5, 6 and 7, I'm not cooking. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna attempt to. I hope to, but depending on how my day go. And I had on a sweatsuit earlier, but I might have to change back into it because the weather was looking good. Now it's looking cold. So I want to thank y'all for tuning in. I think it's just one person on here. That's what it's saying. It's just one person on here. Yep. I'm just thankful. So I just wanted to share my books. I wanted to update y'all on some things. And I think David must have got off. He didn't. He must have left. David, you must be gone. Yes. David asked me a question. I didn't see it. David, you still there? I want to answer your question. Yeah. David, you still there? Before I get off, I wanted to answer your question. I didn't see that question, David. Stuff start coming in. I guess David's not there. David, are you there? OC, you still there? Who's still on here? Before I get off, who's still on here? Because I'm getting ready to get off. I'm getting ready to end this live. I'm going to end the live. I was thinking I should change that dialect to I am in the process of ending this live. Is David there? Who's still here? Because I'm getting ready to end the live. I've came on. I said what I needed to say. And so to my friends, my followers, and my enemies, to my haters, I'm getting ready to end this live. Linda Mays, I'm going to get off. I'm going to end the live. I've been on for 50 an hour. Yes, it's time to go to work. I just made an hour. Shabbat shalom, peace, Thank you for tuning in. You want to go back. It takes a while for them to put sometimes these videos up because I guess they look at them or something. It's going to be a highlight, though. It's always a highlight. Thank you. Shalom.